Back to another reading video. Today, once again, the Creeper Diaries. Let's resume where we left off. The Mob School Survivor. Creeper Diaries, Part 2. Creeper Diaries, Book 1, Mob School Survivor. Illustrated by Amanda Back. Alright, let's go over to where we left off. Okay, where's day 3? I'm looking for day 3 right now, but it's day 4. Even perhaps where it's supposed to be. So, yeah, it's right here. Here we go. Wait, what? Oh, day 3, Saturday. So Sam invited me for a sleepover at his house today. And let me tell you, after one another rough night at school, I need something to look forward to. The first thing I saw when I got to school last night was a note on my locker that said, "Got cooties." I tore off and crumbled it up. Then I opened my locker. Big mistake. I swung open the door, and about a gazillion silverfish crawled out. They were everywhere. Kids were screaming and running away from me. If it was my fault or something. And I'm pretty sure Bones and the skeleton gang are behind the silverfish. They're the ones who started this cutie jokes anyway. And I still feel those bugs crawling on me. I have to empty my backpack like 17 times to make sure there weren't any left. Just the idea of those bugs crawling on me made me feel itchy. They went through the whole school night trying not to scratch. There are 2 reasons. First, scratching makes my pulsations worse. Mom is always after me to stop scratching. Second, the last thing I needed was for anyone to actually see me being itchy. I waited till the hall was empty, then they rubbed my back like crazy against the locker. Of course, the exact moment a group of witches came around the corner. They wrinkled their noses and ran away from me, like they were afraid they'd catch my itchiness or something. It's not contagious. Second picture. So things are pretty much going from bad to worse on the nickname front. Anyway, enough about that. Sam wanted to come to my house today instead of going to his, but I shot that down for 3 reasons. First reason is obvious. My evil twin lives in this house. She has way too much fun ruining our sleepover. Second, Mom's cooking hasn't exactly been to snuff lately. Instead of usual burn this or smoke that, she's still serving nothing but greens. Chances are Sam will just smile and gobble it all up. He'd tell Mom it wasn't the most delicious food he'd ever eaten and ask for more. Might still be embarrassed. The third reason is I'd rather go to Sam's than have him come over here. It has to do with bedtime. My parents like me to go to bed at the crack of dawn. Creepers need their sleepers. I don't get it. It's not like we're zombies. We're not going to burn up with the sun. Neither will Sam. I'm not hoping his parents will let us stay up a little later. Maybe even all day. A creeper can hope, right? Creepers need their sleepers. No, 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 no. Day 4. Alright, today I'm going to read 2 because this one is only 5 minutes. Day 4, Sunday. So the night started out okay. Wait a second, how long is day 4? doing... Wait, this is the way to day 7. How do we get all the way over there? Okay, this is hard. Where is the end of day 4? Whatever, just read to the end of the day. Well, that night started out okay. When Sam and his dad came to pick me up, family wasn't too adventurous, except the fashion queen who came downstairs wearing some stinky new gunpowder perfume. I told Sam that Kate was just trying to impress some guy named Steve. Sam said that her plan might not work because Kate smelled like rotten eggs. I don't really think Sam is one to talk after some milk incidents at school, but I let it slide. I've been doing that a lot with him lately. Things are going pretty much okay until we got to Sam's house, near the swamp. That's when 3 mini slimes bounced out of the house to greet us. Triplets, as much as Sam talks. You'd think he might have mentioned that his 3 little brothers. Let's just say I'm not a fan of little kids. They're loud and germy. Those mini Sams were oozing slime everywhere. I didn't want to touch anything. But things got worse. When we went inside the house, I smelled before I saw it. A cat. Creeper the Minecrafter scared of cat. That reminded me. Go check out my Minecraft channel. Popular Minecraft Pro. Anyway. Here's what you should know about me and cats. We do not get along. My friend Clash and I used to find mushrooms at my neighbor's cat. Well, not at him, just near him. He's an ocelot, and that Clash and I nicknamed Sir Cough as a lot. I nicknamed Sir Cough a lot, because he's always hacking up hairballs. Sir Cough a lot doesn't like me, and I don't like him. That's the fact. We try to stay out of each other's way. As soon as I met Sam's cat, I knew he was going to be hard to stay out of her way. Pretty, said Sam, pushing me to the back and pushing the black and white cat toward me. Her name is Moo. Want to know why? A real cow and Moo. I told him I can pretty much guess why. Then Moo and I started doing this weird dance. She kept trying to rub against me. That there's no way it was gonna happen. I dodged her every move. Sam thought we were really bonding and told me that cat bonding. Me and that cat. But it was all I could do to not start hissing at her. And I'm not the hissing kind of creeper. I finally asked him if he wanted to go outside, at least out there. I've had a chance at losing Boo. Maybe she'd spot something more interesting than me. It turns out that Sam lives near some witch huts. Honestly, I was worried out by those huts. They looked dark and empty, but when Sam said he was friends with one of the witches, I felt better. Looking back now, I see that Sam was usual in the word friend. Pretty Lucy. We knocked on the door of a witch hut, and this girl answered. She wore this heavy purple robe, even though it was super hot out. And she looked kind of familiar. Sam was like, "Hi, Willow," but she just gave him this spooky stare. In the picture. I don't know why I keep saying Witcher. Then he said we knew her from school and she was nicer. But when she waved at me, I thought she was holding something slimy. a spider eye. She told us she'd been brewing potions, and Sam was like, cool. That's not the word I've used unless cool also meant gross and completely disgusting. It's pretty much done with this little girl, but Sam wanted to stick around. Lucky for me, Willow had a potion brewing in a back room, and that was going to bubble over or something. She said that she had to get back to it. Phew. As we walked back through the swamp, Sam said we should go home and play with Smoo again. I could tell I was going to have to take control of this sleepover fast. Me and my friend Clash used to make fireworks, I said. Sam didn't take that bait, but at last he started throwing other ideas, like jumping on the trampoline. That sounds better than bouncing. Oh wait, I forgot to show you the picture to the last page. Here's picture number 1 and number 2. Sound better than bounding with Smoo, but the trampoline turned out to be much bigger than I thought it would be. I told Sam he could go first. Now, if you've ever seen a big green slime bouncing on the big green trampoline, you really should. That slime bounced so high. When he came back down from orbit, he offered me a turn, but for some reason I still wasn't ready. I told him to keep bouncing, that I was working on a rat song in my head. Cat named Moo and a witch named Willow. How was a creeper supposed to put his head in the pillow? Lines bouncing high upon the sky. Creeper sitting down and he doesn't know why. Sam wanted to help me, so he came up with his goofy rap song, right there in the trampoline. Bounce, bounce on my head, bounce, bounce like a loaf of bread. His rap song. Number 1. And picture number 3. I tried to be as fair as the next guy, but Sam's rap really stunk. For starters, it was way too cheerful. Rap songs are supposed to be kind of dark. Plus, his rap didn't make any sense. When I told him that, he just smiled and added a couple more lines. Bounce, bounce on the trampoline, bounce, bounce on something green. I figured there was only one way to put into Sam's rap. I asked him if I could take a turn on the trampoline. He bounced right off and I climbed on. Plus, bouncing on the slime trampoline, pretty fun. I bounced higher and higher and higher. Pretty soon I had a goofy grin on my face, just like Sam's. I was sure glad that there's no one else around to see me. We stayed on the trampoline until the sun started to rise. I waited for someone to call us inside. They didn't. Sam's parents must have been too busy putting those mini slimes to bed, and my plan was working. The sun was over the trees, but by the time we finally went in the house, all the bouncing made me forget about school and my itchiness. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep with my grin on my face, but I sure didn't last long. I woke up this afternoon with a cat on my head. There's so much wrong with that picture that I don't even want to talk about it. Still spitting out hairball. Reminder, keep one eye open if I ever sleep at Sam's again. Next time I'm going to suggest that Sam sleeps at my house. Evil twin or no evil twin. The creeper has its limits. Oh, that's the end of this day. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you next time. Bye.